are going to create the format of our website, meaning the colors and the fonts and the borders we want to apply in our website, its style. We first start by creating a CSS folder. The same way we created an images folder to save all our photos, then we're going to create a CSS folder. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. In our local site folder, I'm going to create a new folder called CSS. It's already here on the Files panel. In the CSS panels, I'm going to the sources and I'm going to add and create a new CSS file and browse my local site folder, and I have to choose the CSS folder I just created. The file name for the CSS will be the same as the site name. In this case, gifts hyphen and your ID. And Dreamweaver will add the file extension .css or Cascading Style Sheet. Save. OK. And here we have our file name. In the CSS panel, I have to make sure that I'm always saving in its corresponding file or CSS file. When I'm sure about this, I start by clicking in the Selectors panel to add the different elements. We may format colors and fonts. For example, the background color requires that we use a tag to format. The tag is body. If we want to format text, then the tags we may use are H1 for heading 1 and so on, P for paragraph. If I want to format the border of the photos, then the tag is IMG for image. If I want to format the text border or background of a table, then the tag is table. For the hyperlinks, the tag is letter A, and I may change the color of the link. Now, again, in the CSS file, I'm going to add the background color. So the tag will be body. And I choose the body options, and here I'm going to choose a background color. I may see the change immediately. And anytime I want to change it, I just click on Show Set and I may change the color. When I add a new format, the best thing I can do is to immediately save my CSS. The way to do it is, I click on the CSS file and I save it. And then I click to Design to go back. Again, first I need to select the CSS file, and then in Selectors, I'm going to change the heading 1 format. So I add H1, and in the text I may change the different elements of the font, in this case heading 1. I may change the color, the font family, the weight, the font size, etc. Even the background of the text. When I finish, remember, it's very important that you save your CSS file. If we want to change the border of the photo, we need to use the tag image. So again, in my CSS file, I'm going to add the tag img. And the border will be a width, let's say, thick, the style, dot, the color, purple, and here I have it. This is the border of the photo. Save. Now we're gonna apply the format of the table. Source gifts, selector, add, table. I'm going to change the background color of the table. Pink. The border of the table with thick, style, double, color, green, green. Here is the border of the table, and let's change the text in the table. Color, blue. You may change the font, etc. And we need to save the CSS. Go back to Dreamweaver. Now we have our file with the different tags. And the way in which we're gonna save work is just by applying it to the rest of the pages. That's the reason why we call it Cascading Style Sheet, like an effect in cascading. So we work only once in the index page to create the format. Let's save the index page as well. We're going to apply it to the balloons page. The way to do it is just by clicking on the sources in the CSS panel, attach, browse. We are going to look for our CSS file and select it. And the format is already applied. You need to save your page as well. And this is how you create your own formats in your website.